Okay. So in summary, I think basically I've actually touched all the points. It's good that actually I managed to view by all my notes, and I think we have basically touched all the areas that actually I wanted to actually mention. And to sum it up, I think it was a great idea to actually engage with 5-star. Right, we have resolved a lot of the accounting matters. It was good, and they kept to their promises. I think it has been right, where they actually assigned the rights to us lawfully, properly, and they have kept to their promises. I think that's the most important thing. So it was different from the views that I had. I think Mr. Chia and I are actually new residents here. We only moved in here early 2009. I came in December 2009. Okay, Secretary warning me of time already. So these promises have been actually carried out well, and they executed and kept to their words. I think that's the most important thing. And they've also assured us that things will not stop here. We will still continue to negotiate for the rest of the things, which will come second and third. Alright? Now, before I actually move forward with the elections, I think we're already running out of time. I'm just going to make a short introduction of our current committee members. I think that's really important that you all need to know who are our current committee members. Who are the people who are working behind the scene? Alright? So can I just call upon our current committee members for a moment to the front? All our active current committee members, please come forward. Come. It's April. Mana lagi?
Brian, give me a camera.
Okay. Mr. Brian is one of our committee members as well. Okay, he's the cameraman. Okay, but his role was not the cameraman. His role was actually, he was a subcommittee with me to look into security matters. He's the guy who designed all your stickers. Okay, standing on my further right is actually Mr. Lim Hock Ming. Alright, he's a senior banker with Eon Bank, and who has actually been looking into accounts during John's absence, and with his busy schedule. So he's been actually duplicating all the work to make sure that accounts are being looked into. So that's why I'm actually taking a little bit of a step back, because I can afford to leave it to a senior banker, cannot go wrong, right? This April Lu, okay. She used to be our committee member, and right now she's moved up to bigger roles, where she actually looks into a lot of affairs of all these events and social events that's been actually coordinated. And I think she's really good into it, and she's going to actually further move into this field. Alright, Mr. Yi has also moved up. He's our secretary, my secretary, everything publishing, e-enabling, putting up all the messages, all the information that you need, managing the website, everything. So it's really a whole deal. So you can see, there's just a handful of us who are active. In paper, we have got somehow a lot of people. Alright, we have a lot of people in paper, but the active working behind the scenes were really a handful. And that's why our actions are sometimes very limited. You see? And we don't want this thing of, it was not decided properly, or things were not looked into carefully. We want more volunteers. We want people to come forward. We want people to volunteer and take up this position. So if we break it down into smaller fragments, I think each of us will need to do a little bit, and things will look nice. Okay? Now, I think the next thing that we want to run through is going to be the resolutions changes. I think probably this one we may need a little bit of translation, right? So maybe Mr. Yip can help me out as well here. I think this was out in the circular. Okay, this was out in the circular. The first resolution, the committee that has identified, we put up this to find out what are the things that we want to change, is a correction in typo error existing PHRA constitution at phase pasal 7 bracket 8. A typo error has been made, which is actually a reference to the point 8.1 and 8.2. So the correct one should be 7.1 and 7.2. This error is confirmed by cross-comparison with the template provided by Registrar of Societies, which is the sample used when applying for association. Okay, you can download this constitution freely online. So I think this happened because they translated from Bahasa Malaysia to English. So suddenly the number actually went missing in one. Alright? Let our secretary explain that in detail. English and Chinese.
Okay, the constitution, when we apply for the resident association, we actually take the templates to apply. So there are 18 points there. So when they apply that, there's no logo. So one of the points they remove. But once you remove one of the points, everything else at the back must go up. So there was an error, like just slight errors. So this slight error is just a normal typo. So what we do is we tell RS that we need to do the corrections. Without properly correct it, when we interpret it, we are lost because we do not know how to actually operate. Okay, that's all.
Okay. Now the second resolution, if you look at it, is $50 monthly security fees should include amounts of other PH related expenses. I think this was something that I shared with you guys earlier, that I think if everyone is paying, okay, we can afford more things. And I think we can go beyond the security fees itself. So it does not specifically say the excess to be used for sinking fund. For the time being, RM50 is sufficient to cover existing security fees with some surplus. There is a need to authorize other PH related expenses apart from security fees for surpluses. Hence, there is no need for additional fees to be collected from residents for the time being.
OK 我也讲可以来解释了。那个50块我们所收的是给 security fees， 这是那保安的啦。现在我们要把那个50块也包括sinking fund， 就是 maintenance of 这些当班的那些东西了。所以我们用作的resolution就是叫你们去赞成还是不赞成呢？如果有赞成的话，我们就举手咯；不赞成的话，就算看多少个不赞成咯。所以 resolution 的目的就是让大家知道一下，让大家同意一下这种的做法了。等下我们会go through。
I think we do it individually like that. Each resolution. I think it's better that we do it one by one. So the first resolution. Okay, we start out with the first resolution. I need a proposal and I need someone to second it, right?
Just say how many agree.
How many agreed or how many disagree? Okay, we'll go on. How many agree? To change the typo error. How many agree? How many disagree? No disagreement. Okay, so 100% agree. Now for the second resolution, to use the funds, the monthly security fees for other PHRA related expenses. Who agrees? Alright. Oh, camera capturing. No? Who disagrees? Who disagrees? I was wondering why your wife disagrees. Okay. Don't worry, we're not asking you for more. But maybe we can't say in time to come when expenses increase, maybe security fees, people also want raise in their funds and so on. We need to go on. Or we engage better guards or things like that have moved. Maybe we install CCTV and all those things. Maybe we may collect more. Okay? So let's see how it goes. Now the third resolution, the change of back signatory authorization limit for paying security fees and to ratify payments that was made on November, December, January and February. Okay, I think this we had to bring up here because if you look at our resolution, the authorization limit for the committee was only 500 ringgit. Okay, 500 ringgit. Anything beyond that, we have to call for an AGM and decide whether we can spend more than that or not. So I think 500 ringgit those days when we had $3,000 just managing membership fees was enough. Okay, we don't have any big expenses. But right now, one time we pay for security fees, the check is $10,000 to almost $12,000. So that's why I think we need to change this resolution. And one shot, we will also ratify the payments made for November, December, January and February. March we haven't paid yet.
Okay, this